4 years ago, I met Gabi. Gabi, a 15-year-old girl from Latin America, with a dream of becoming a creative director at a fashion house in Europe. She knew that she had worked hard to achieve it. She knew that she has to invest money, time, and she had to invest to face a fierce competition. Because thousands of others chasing the same dream, and they were more privileged than her. So in her mind, her dreams start fading before even beginning. And I was thinking, what if there was an alternative? What if instead of waiting for years, spending money, time, and energy, hoping for a chance, what if there was another way? And I worked on this direction, and I found a way. Gabi launched her virtual fashion brand, and 8 months later was selling 1,000 items per day, reaching 300,000 customers worldwide, generating $25,000 per month. And when we realized what we achieved, it was mind-blowing. Because what we achieved actually was that we disrupted time, space, traditional business model, and reality as we know it. In short, we enabled the impossible. Welcome to Avatar Economy. And in the next 15 minutes, I will explain to you how you can build a profitable business playing with avatars, why Avatar Economy is the ultimate solution for sustainability and inclusivity, and also how Avatar Economy evolves us from citizens to netizens. I also share with you a secret behind Gabi's story nobody else knows until today. So stay with me. In Avatar Economy, we have 3 elements: the environment, the avatars, of course, and the immersiveness, which means how avatars and environment interacts. But even that people believe only those 3 are okay, the difference has the 4th element, which is the key to achieve success, and that is the storytelling. You know, when you are watching a movie or you're playing a game, you interact with the environment in front of a screen. The director guides you through a camera, and you follow it. Or if you are playing a game, you have a map that you follow that map. And that's all. But if you ever wear virtual reality glasses, VR glasses, then you are present. You are the avatar. You are part of the story. And this is what we call a fully immersive experience. And in order to do that, there is no map that can guide you there, and the director is useless. Because you have the control, you can go anywhere you want and explore the environment. And here we have who plays that role to guide you are avatars. So in Avatar Economy, a newborn avatar is not only a digital twin or a dummy character, but carry out our emotions. It leads us with his role to navigate to the story that we choose to follow. And through their eyes, we can realize a different reality, a reality beyond what we know until now. So, in Gabi's story, we started with one avatar in the beginning, and as we went along, we tried to experiment in different styles. All of those avatars carry the values of Gabi's brand, but we went wrong, because in the end, what we see that it succeed were avatars that not just carrying the values of the brand, but were avatars that Gabi wants to have as a best friends and wants to hang out with them. Avatar economy is an infinite market and also an instant market, because every one of us can design and manage more than one avatar, because we are multiple personalities, and every avatar projects our personalities out there. Also, it's an instant market because every avatar is ready to take action at the moment that it's born, and at the same time, they don't have any physical needs. Also, avatar economy is about sustainability, because in Gabi's story, the design and produce clothes went from 3 months to less than 24 hours. And we didn't use retail stores or factories to produce the products, but we used virtual influencers that they share a story and creating digital communities with 1,000 followers. And we didn't use trade fairs, but virtual showrooms to sell our products. No hotels, no airplanes, no traveling, no shipping. This is a huge difference. It was the first time in humankind that avatars take the lead in the first market and humans were in the secondary one. Because we didn't digitize the physical products, but we produce physical products on demand. That means that we had zero waste. I will give you a glimpse in numbers what that means. In a current business model, fashion industry is the second in waste and pollution after oil industry, with 85% of textiles discarded annually, and it's responsible for the 10% of global carbon emissions. When we changed the model to avatar economy, the fashion industry vanished from the list of environmental culprits, with 0% textiles discarded annually and only the 1.3% of global carbon emissions. This is a huge difference, and there is no other plan, other model that can achieve this kind of sustainability. And here is that I always receive a question from the audience that says, if we move into the avatar economy, will we stop wearing physical clothes? Well, that could be an option. But let's be realistic. This is a question that does not exist. When we start sending email each other or digital messages, and we connect through digital devices, we didn't stop produce pens and paper. We just extremely reduced their usage. And when we consume music from Spotify or other digital ways, we have more musicians, we have more music, and we have less environmental impact. And also, we didn't stop produce LPs or CDs because we want in our physical life to have a hobby and to enjoy this. And that moment is when we realize that we live a dual life, one in digital one, that we consume everything, and we can enjoy in the physical life. And this is what avatar economy does. Also, avatar economy is about inclusivity. Honestly, I never understand this sign. This video is not available in your country. Really? Do we have digital borders? It's like you say to a fish that you can't swim from Pacific to Atlantic. And me, like a fish, I don't understand that. We don't see any borders or any difference between the two waters. So, I will tell you a story. A woman from my community asked me if I have a book or any books about fashion, costumes, on theater, on cinema, because she wants to take an inspiration. And because in her country, those books are forbidden. In 5 minutes, I download a lot of books, I upload it to the cloud, and I share with her a link. That was fantastic, okay? And then I realized that I just broke a country's law. And it felt really good. I can do it again. And then I move my fantasy further. I design a virtual space where her avatar and my avatar can collaborate inside with the library, sharing everything that we need to know about fashion, let's play games and everything. And that went viral. So a lot of women from other countries similar to her wants to be part of this new movement and share knowledge with everyone. And that was really cool, because there are brilliant women around the world that they don't have the ability in their physical environment to have a voice or to work or to do things that they want to do. But in this platform, now they have this voice. And not only this, they lead people, they lead communities, and they are brilliant. Avatar economy in that way evolves humanity. So companies, they believe that avatar economy is about marketing, but it's not. We just proved that it's beyond everything. Creates an environment that everyone can be there without any borders, without any limitations, physical limitations and social stereotypes. In that way, it evolves us from citizens to netizens. And let me tell you why. We used to be hunters. We used to be hunters hunting to survive, and then we learned to cultivate the earth. And we built societies around the land. We became farmers. And industrial economy arrived, industrial revolution arrived, transitioned us from farmers to citizens. We built our lives around the factory. But the factory is not anymore there. It's gone and moves to our backpacks. Internet came and gave us opportunities. It gave us the reason to connect each other, and we see each other in different way. And because of that, we transform ourselves to something different. We don't see anymore our neighbors when we open the door, but we see the whole world around. But the problems that arrive today are more bigger and more complex. And old-fashioned models cannot deliver a solution. We need revolutionary solutions. We saw that technology minimized the impact, forced us to minimize the impact in the pandemic, and instead of 100 years ago. But the pandemic didn't invent remote works. Laptop did it 15 years ago. But pandemic forced us to use the technology that already was there. And right now, people know that there are other choices to do. There are alternatives instead of going every day in their work 9 to 5. This is what are netizens, a citizen of internet. So netizens, the citizens are people that they seek for a job. They are connected in a source of power. They want to be connected in a central network. They seek for security. They have only one ID. But netizens are connected to communities. They build huge networks. They are borderless, genderless. No gravity allows them to use their fantasy and move outside of the norm. While citizens ask for how-to, and if it is real, the netizens ask, what if? And how it makes you feel. I'll give you an example of that. This is the Rubik's Cube, a very successful toy, a 3D puzzle, back in the 80s. And when you solve this, it came out with a solution, that the solution was, and still is, to put the same color on each side of the cube. And whoever solved that cube, it went directly to the Hall of Fame of the intelligent people, no matter when you solve it. But what happened if the cube came out today? It will be a success story. The first person that would solve the cube, it will upload for free the solution on internet, and your toy could be irrelevant. Because today, knowledge is free and accessible to everyone. So people don't seek for a solution, they seek for how it makes you feel. So we don't ask anymore about, did you solve the cube? But we ask, what amazing patterns you can create with it. 16 quintillion of moves in cube are not waste anymore because we don't seek one solution. Needless to say that putting the same color on each side is a little bit racist, no? So it's not for today. It was okay back in 80s. So let's blow up the cube and follow the rivers, the colorful rivers that it will create. I used to say you can't change the status quo, but you can ignore it. And by ignoring it, it will fade out. And because of avatar economy right now, we have choices, we have chances, and we can do it differently. We can build something and invite people to follow us. And as I promised you, before I close, I would like to share with you the story behind Gabi case. Gabi is a real story, but Gabi was a 15-year-old girl. She left us in pandemic because of COVID, and because she defied the danger and traveling around the world following every fashion event she could be. I heard about her story and I inspired that, and I tried to find the alternative. And when I succeed on my first attempt, I named my prototype Gabi, honor her name. And though I started alone to do that, right now there is a huge team behind Gabi's story, and we have 150,000 people in our community, creators, that they work on 50 projects, not only on fashion, but in different industries to try to change the world. And we call it this platform Netizens World. So while citizens choose to play with bricks, building walls, isolating us, we choose to play with pixels, creating infinite stories, connecting everyone and everything. I hope my journey inspires you to start yours. Thank you very much.